It's almost 2 in the morning. Your body gave up an hour ago. It's tired, it wants sleep. But your head never got the message. It's wide awake, bright and loud, running laps around something that happened today. Someone said one small thing to you this afternoon. 8 words, maybe. And you've replayed them, 40 times now? Slowing the tape down, studying their face, hunting for the second meaning you're sure is hiding under the first. What gets you is how easy everyone else makes it look. They hear something, feel it for a second, and just set it down. Walk off. You've never once figured out how they do that. So before anything else, hear this. Nothing is wrong with you. Your mind is just built to go deeper than most minds do. And that is not a defect, even when it's the exact reason you're staring at the ceiling right now. Let me show you what's actually happening up there. Because two things that feel completely identical from the inside are, underneath, totally different animals. One is deep thinking. The other is overthinking. And almost nobody can tell you where one turns into the other. Start with why your mind is even like this. Psychologists have a name for it: high need for cognition. Your brain treats thinking itself as a reward. Where most people feel friction picking up a hard, tangled problem and quietly put it back down, you feel a small pull toward it. You want to open it up. There's a system behind this. The second you stop watching the outside world, a network switches on in your head, the default mode network. It digs up old memories, runs conversations you haven't had yet, chews on the thing from 3 days ago. Everyone has one. In a mind like yours, it runs hot and barely powers down, which is exactly why you catch the thing hiding under the thing someone actually said, and hold two unrelated ideas together long enough that they click into one. It's the reason you're the person people come to when something is really wrong. You don't hand them a tidy little fix and change the subject. You sit down inside the hard thing with them, and you actually see them, in a way most people are too busy to. But this is exactly where it turns on you. That same engine has a second gear, and the moment your mind slips into it, something changes. It keeps roaring, working just as hard as ever, and it stops taking you anywhere at all. From the inside, you can't even feel the switch. Same heat, same effort, same sense that you're closing in on something that matters. That's the cruel part. The harder it spins, the more sure you are that it's working. Psychologists call this second gear rumination. The tell is simpler than you'd think. You're not chasing an answer anymore. You're circling to feel a little less stuck. But it never lands, because there was never a real question at the end of it, just the itch of not being done. Brain scans show it isn't one thing, but 3, wired into a loop. Your default network keeps churning out the thought. Your amygdala, the fear center, vamps each new lap with a little more dread. And the region that's supposed to lean over and say, enough, look away, just can't. It won't let go. So the thought runs, and there's a reason it clings the way it does. Back in the 1920s, a researcher named Bluma Zagarnik noticed something strange about waiters. They could hold a huge, complicated order in their heads perfectly, right up until the plates hit the table. The second the bill was paid, the whole thing vanished. Your mind runs the same way. Finished things, it drops. Anything left open, it keeps poking at, for as long as you let it. A psychologist named Susan Nolan Hoeksema spent her whole career studying this exact loop. And she found something that honestly stings. The people most likely to fall into it aren't the careless ones. They're the bright, sensitive, deeply self-aware ones. The exact people certain they can think their way back out. It leaks into the small stuff too. Someone asks you the simplest question, do you want to go, yes or no? And instantly you can see 9 sides of it, and every single one of them is real. They wanted one word back. What they got was a long pause, because the honest answer felt too big to shrink. And your body picks up the tab for all of it. Every lap around that thought, some part of your brain reads as a threat, so it keeps a slow drip of stress chemicals going, The stuff that's meant to shut off once the danger's gone. Except the danger is a sentence somebody said at lunch. It never leaves. That's why you can sleep a full night and still wake up wrung out. You slept. Your mind never clocked off. And that's the loneliness nobody warns you about. It isn't an empty room. It's a full one. People you love, mid-laugh at something, while you're running a second conversation none of them can hear. You laugh half a second late, because part of you had to catch up to the room you never actually left. So you learn to keep it in. I'm fine. It's not a big deal. Nobody wants to hear all this. And the thinking that might have actually helped someone get saved like a text you type out and then delete, sitting there unsent, doing nothing but piling up in the one head it can't do any good, yours. So what do you actually do with a mind like this? You don't try to shut it up. You can't. And honestly, you shouldn't want to. Because the mind was never the problem. It's a good tool that's been left running with nothing to build. You give it a job instead. Hand it something real to work on, and the same energy that kept you up starts pulling for you instead of against you, and the shift is smaller than you'd ever guess. Rumination almost always begins with one word: why? Why did I say that? Why am I like this? Why does it always fall apart? And here's the trap. Why has no floor under it? You can keep dropping through it all night and never land on anything solid. Reflection starts somewhere else entirely. Not why. What? What is actually true here, underneath the story I'm telling myself? What is the one thing, however small, I can do about it? What would I say to a friend sitting in this exact chair, thinking this exact thought? The other move is almost embarrassingly simple. Get it out of your head and onto something real, a page, a note, said out loud to one person. Because a thought on paper has edges, it has an ending. Left loose inside your head, it just loops. Because in there, nothing is ever forced to conclude. In Nolan Hoeksema's work, that one change, thinking with a structure instead of in circles, boxed into a short window with a hard stop, is what separated the people who spiraled from the people who actually solved the thing and moved on. Same mind. Just handed a container. Once you feel that shift, the whole thing turns over. Your overthinking was never a flaw bolted onto your gift. It was the gift itself, aimed at a question with no answer. Same depth, just nothing to hold on to. Nobody ever handed you a broken mind. They handed you a powerful one and forgot to mention it needs something solid to chew on. Left with nothing, it turns and chews on you. Given something real, it's the most useful thing you own. So the next time it's 2 in the morning and your head won't quit, don't fight it and don't feed it. Hand it a real question. One thing that's true, one small thing you can do about it, then let it get to work. That's the whole difference, not a quieter mind, a pointed one.